Hello and welcome. Today we've got something special for you. So sit down, stick around, and enjoy.
Hello and welcome to a special video here. Actually a review, a movie review. 2 movie reviews! It's insanity! So yeah, a lot of people have been asking me lately, they're like, Kevin, what do you think about the Thor movie? And I've been meaning to put up a review of the Thor movie earlier than this, but you know, life happens, shit happens. That's what it is. So I wasn't able to put one up yet, and then I was like, well, you know what? Let's put up a quick Thor review. While we're at it, let's throw in a little review of Hangover Part 2. So, yeah, this is kind of a combo review of both Thor and Hangover 2. So sit down, stick around, and as always, enjoy. So the first thing I'm going to do here is start off with the Thor review. Now, before I even really get into it, I'm going to tell you guys one thing right now. When I first heard, well, that Thor was coming out as a movie, Thor naturally isn't one of my favorite Marvel characters. So, hearing about this, I was like, you know what? If there's any movie that we're going to have a hard time, like, making it look like real, or making it look like it fits the real world, it's going to be Thor. So when I heard they were making Thor, I was like, here we go. They're going to make this movie, and it's gonna suck. And because, you can't make it look plausible. But holy shit was I wrong. The movie rocked. The Thor movie was absolutely awesome. I really enjoyed it. Enjoyed everything. Chris Hemsworth as Thor, great pick. The guy did great. Super great. The guy really pulled it off. The thing that I hated the most about Thor in the comic books was that he always spoke like that Asgardian, that like old school Shakespearean, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about there. Thou, that, this, thy, thou, that, I hated to read it. And it's kind of cool because in this movie, he kind of does that, but it's so minuscule. You don't have any problems whatsoever understanding the guy, so it's awesome. So kudos to you, Hemsworth, for doing such a great job. I love the fact that they kept the story, really close to the comic. It was cool. That was kind of neat. The whole fact of having Loki being, a frost giant kid, a reject frost giant kid, because he was too short. He was a little guy. He was a little blue guy. He was a Smurf. He was a Smurf. So that was kind of neat. They kept that. I kind of don't really know what to think about Loki. Don't get me wrong. That the role was played great, but I guess what I'm trying to say is you kind of feel sorry for him, then you don't. Then he does something, you kind of feel sorry for him again. Then he does something totally crooked, and you're like, fuck Loki. And then after he does something again, and he kind of redeems himself, it's weird. Like, you don't know how to take him. Like, he's supposed to be a villain, but he's like flip-flopping everywhere during the movie. It's kind of weird. And you kind of don't really know what his intentions are anymore. He wants to be king, then he decides he doesn't want to be king. He wants to turn against the frost giants after a while. You don't really know what the guy's doing. You know what I mean? He loves Thor, he hates him. Love, hate, love, I don't know. I guess I was kind of confused as to what his whole, maybe in the Avengers movie, we'll see more, about what he really is all about. But right now, I don't know. It's kind of a flip-flopper. Kind of makes the character look weak. But still very well played. Natalie Portman, what can you say? The woman is absolutely hot. And she's perfect for the movie, because if there's a woman that is, fit for the god of thunder, fit for a god, it's Natalie Portman. Oh my god, she's so hot. Yeah. Anyways, so she played she had a very good role. She had a very good, I don't know, she just played like a cute, kind of nerdy scientist that was just super hot. Did a good job, I liked it. So overall it was cool. The Destroyer armor being in the movie was neat. I hope they actually, the Destroyer, I hope they actually bring in the Avengers, have Iron Man get some Destroyer armor. It would be kind of cool. would tie in very well. And the bonus scene at the end was cool. You know, kind of having Loki taking over the guy, the scientist, and then we're actually where Nick Fury shows us the cosmic cube, which is very neat. So I guess it kind of ties in what's going to be happening in the Avengers. You know, we're going to know what's going to basically be centered around the cosmic cube. So it's kind of neat that we get that. So overall, Thor was a great movie. I was really impressed. I enjoyed it tremendously. Probably enjoyed it about as much as I enjoyed Iron Man, I guess. Probably close. I mean, Iron Man was a little better. Robert Downey Jr. did a great job there too. But they definitely they did good with Thor. Very impressed. I recommend for anybody who hasn't seen it to go see it. And if you're a fan of the comics, go and see it. And if this is Marvel, the Marvel movie, the Marvel Studios, if this is the movie that I thought would be the hardest to create, then basically it's making everything that's going to come out after. Actually, it might actually raise my expectations now of everything that comes out after, which might not be necessarily good. But if they can pull this off, I can't wait to see Captain America. So, looking forward to that. So this concludes my review of Thor. So I'm going to jump right in here to The Hangover Part 2. Hangover 2! God, what can I say about it? Is it a bad movie? No, it's not a bad movie. It's not a movie where I say, oh, I'm going to walk out of The Hangover 2. Nothing like that. It's not a bad movie. Is it a great movie? No. Basically what it is, it's Hangover 1 with new jokes. That's all it is. The whole movie follows the exact same concept, the exact same formula. Nothing's different when it comes to that. The guys go out to basically an impromptu bachelor party because they're all, you know, they're all fucking high on shit. And naturally laced by Zach Galifianakis. And then they must have a wild adventure and they wake up in this weird place and one of them's missing. And then they try to go back and remember shit and meet people along the way that'll basically show them or tell them, you know, you were here, you did this, you did that, and they kind of piece together the night. And in the end, it hits them, it dawns on them before they're late for the wedding that, oh fuck, you know what? I should have remembered, this only makes sense, this is where the guy that we lost, this is where he is. Oh my god. Why didn't we think about this before? It's the exact same thing. Exact same thing. Settings are different. Some new jokes. That's it. That's it. This kind of formula to follow a movie exactly the same, like one to another, like a sequel like that. Like this close. It in my opinion, it only really works in the horror movie industry. Friday 13th, I could watch Jason kill people. I could kill people part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, blah, 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 till the end. Fine. Awesome. It works there. But it doesn't really work in a comedy movie. Not that much, I mean, not in my opinion. The movies were really too similar. So, that kind of sucked. So you kind of know what to expect. You know what the end result is going to be. You know what the payoff is going to be. The first one, the concept was new. It was different. And then, you know, remembering stuff. And then at the end, everything's falling. Blah, 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 holy shit, he's on the roof. It was neat. Here, you don't get that same effect. And I find the guy that played... the Asian guy who played the brother of the girl who was getting married to the guy who was having a bachelor party, he looked weird. He looked weird in the movie. He always had like this weird expressionless face, or he'd just smile a little bit and stop. It's just weird. It's like the guy, like, I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. He just looked like he knew he was in a movie. It was the weirdest thing. Anyways. Is it a bad movie? No. Should you go and see it? Probably. I don't know. Might want to wait to, you know, get it on video or something like that. It's not something you have to see in the theater. It has its funny moments, but the charm of the original is lost. So yeah. So that concludes my reviews of both Thor and Hangover Part 2. So until next time, what words of wisdom should I give you until next time? Keep watching my stuff. Always wise. Keep visiting my website. Always wise. And, what else? I think that's it. if you haven't watched my movie yet, Great White Life, go watch my movie. What are you waiting for? You're watching Thor, you're watching Hangover 2, but you're not watching Great White Life? The greatest movie in the history of mankind? I can't even say that with a straight face. Alright, so until next time, guys, take care. Later.